In the old Yoruba town of Ije, the skies had grown silent. Rains that once fed the yam fields no longer fell. But one curious boy was about to uncover a secret his grandfather swore never to reveal. The season of planting had come, yet the ground cracked under the scorching sun. Goats bleated in hunger, mothers walked farther each day for water, and the elders sat in silence beneath the iroko tree. Among them was Baba Olide, once known as the greatest Rainmaker in the land. But age had bent his back, and his powers seemed buried with time. His grandson, Odeola, however, was restless. He watched his mother scrape the last of the yam flour into a pot, saw his younger sister crying for water, and his heart burned with questions. One night, when the moonlight painted their compound silver, Odeola noticed something strange. His grandfather sat before the hearth, humming an ancient tune. Then Baba Olide pressed his palm against the clay floor of his hut, whispering words too faint to catch. The ground trembled softly, and Odeola heard the muffled thud of something hollow beneath the earth. Curiosity gnawed at him. When dawn broke, and his grandfather limped away with his walking stick to join the elders, Odeola slipped into the hut. He knelt on the very spot and tapped the floor. Thud. Thud. Hollow. With trembling hands, he dug into the clay until his fingers struck wood. A small, ancient drum, carved with spirals and sacred symbols, revealed itself. Its skin gleamed as if freshly stretched, though it had lain buried for years. The boy's heart raced. He lifted it carefully, and at once, he felt the weight of something unseen. The drum seemed alive, pulsing faintly against his chest. That night, unable to resist, Odeola tapped the drum gently. Dum. The air shifted. He struck again. Dum-dum. Clouds swirled above the village. A third strike, dum. Thunder roared across the sky. Wind howled through the trees. Villagers rushed from their huts, pointing upward as fat drops of rain fell. Odeola gasped in awe. He had done it. He had called the rain. But just as quickly, a cry echoed from the forest. Somewhere beyond the fields, a goat bleated in terror, then silence. By morning, the villagers discovered one of their finest goats dead, its eyes clouded white as if stolen by unseen hands. Odeola trembled. Could it be? The drum demanded a price. He hid it quickly, but his grandfather's eyes lingered on him longer than usual. And deep within, Odeola felt both wonder and fear. When you call the skies to weep, something else always listens. Odeola had summoned rain, but the price was only beginning. The village rejoiced at first. The gods have blessed us again, cried the women as they planted yam seeds into the damp soil. Children danced under the rainfall, and the elders praised Baba Olide for his hidden powers. But the old man remained silent, his eyes fixed on Odeola. That night, Baba Olide called his grandson into the hut. His voice shook, heavy with warning. Odeola, what have you touched? Odeola hesitated, but the truth tumbled from his lips. He confessed to finding the drum, to striking it. His grandfather closed his eyes, grief washing over his wrinkled face. That drum is not just an instrument. It is Ayamo, the drum of rain. It belonged to our ancestors, forged in covenant with the spirits. Each beat pulls water from the heavens, but in return, the spirits demand life. Do you understand? Nothing comes freely. Odeola's heart sank. But Baba, the people need water. Without rain, we will starve. Baba Olide shook his head slowly. Yes, but once you begin, the spirits grow hungry. First goats. Then cattle. Then, people. Odeola's skin prickled with fear. But temptation grew stronger with each passing day. The villagers whispered praises about how Baba Olide's power had returned. Odeola's chest swelled with pride, though guilt gnawed at him. When drought returned weeks later, Odeola could not resist. He stole into the forest and struck the drum once more. Dum. 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 The heavens opened. Rain poured in torrents. But that night, his friend Sankami, who had followed him secretly, never returned home. By morning, hunters found his body near the river, drowned though the waters were shallow. His lips were blue, his eyes wide open in terror. Odeola wept bitterly. His friends' laughter, his stories, they were gone, all because of the drum. Still, when the villagers celebrated, hailing his grandfather as savior, Odeola kept his silence. But Baba Olyede was not deceived. He dragged Odeola into the shrine of Ogun and thundered, "You have disobeyed. You think you control the drum, but it is the drum that controls you." The boy bowed his head, ashamed. Yet deep inside, a whisper urged him. "One more time. Only once more. Then I will stop." But he knew in his heart, there was no stopping. The rain had fed the land, but now it demanded flesh. Adeola's secret could no longer stay hidden. And the storm it would unleash was unlike any the village had ever seen. The yam harvest came early, lush and plentiful. The people of Ije sang songs of praise, dancing in gratitude to Baba Olyede. But the old man grew weaker, coughing blood into his cloth. He seemed crushed under an invisible burden. One night, when the moon hid behind clouds, Odeola awoke to the sound of the drum beating, though no hand touched it. He staggered into the hut, and there it was, shaking on its own. The air thickened, heavy with the scent of iron. Then, a voice echoed, not from the drum, but from the walls, the earth, the sky itself. One more life. The covenant must be kept. Odeola fell to his knees, trembling. The next day, the river dried again, cracks spreading across its bed. Crops began to wither. The people wailed, begging Baba Olyede for rain. Odeola felt the weight of their suffering, and the hunger of the spirits pressing down on him. At last, he gave in. He carried the drum to the sacred grove and struck it with all his might. The clouds darkened instantly. But the rain that fell was red. Blood red. It soaked the soil, stained the crops, and sent the villagers screaming in terror. Lightning struck the Iroko tree, splitting it in two. And at the center of the storm, Baba Olyede appeared, staggering with his staff. "Enough," he cried, his voice booming like thunder. He revealed the truth: the covenant of the drum had cursed their lineage. Each generation must bear the temptation, but only through self-denial could the curse be broken. Baba Olyede had buried the drum to protect Odeola, but the boy's curiosity had awakened it. Weeping, Odeola fell before his grandfather. "Forgive me, Baba. I only wanted to help." The old man laid his trembling hand on Adeola's head. "You must learn, my son. Power without sacrifice is destruction." Then, with the last of his strength, Baba Olyede seized the drum and struck it one final time. The sky cracked open. A torrent of rain fell, pure and cleansing. The red faded, the land drank deeply, and the spirits screamed as they were dragged back into the void. But when the storm ended, Baba Olyede lay still, lifeless. The drum beside him turned to dust. Odeola sobbed, holding his grandfather's body. The village mourned, but they also understood the rain had come at a cost. The Rainmaker's secret reminds us, every gift carries a burden, and every power demands sacrifice. To take without giving is to invite ruin. In life, as in the skies, balance is the only way the world can endure. Like and subscribe for more amazing African folktale and true crime.